Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about a topic that what is VPN. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in technology and you want to learn about VPN. So let's start, friend. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. And also you can follow me on the Facebook page and Instagram as well. So what is VPN? VPN stands for Virtual Private Network and describes the opportunity to establish a protected network connection when using public networks. VPNs encrypt your internet traffic and disguise your online identity. This makes it more difficult for the third parties to track your activities online and steal data. The encryption takes place in real time. Now, how does a VPN actually work? A VPN hides your IP address by letting the network redirect it through a specially configured remote server run by a VPN host. This means that if you surf online with a VPN, the VPN server becomes the source of your data. This means your internet service provider ISP and other third parties cannot see which websites you visit or what data you send and receive online. A VPN works like a filter that turns all your data into gibberish. Even if someone were to get their hands on your data, it would be useless. Now, what are the benefits of a VPN connection? A VPN connection disguises your data traffic online and protects it from external access. Unencrypted data can be viewed by anyone who has network access and wants to see it. With a VPN, hackers and cyber criminals can't decipher their data. Secure encryption. To read the data, you need an encryption key. Without one, it would take millions of years for a computer to decipher the code in the event of a brute force attack. With the help of a VPN, your online activities are hidden even on public networks. Disguising your whereabouts. VPN servers essentially act as your proxies on the internet. Because the demographic location data comes from a server in another country, your actual location cannot be determined. In addition, most VPN services do not store logs of your activities. Some providers, on the other hand, record your behavior but do not pass this information on to third parties. This means that any potential record of your user behavior remains permanently hidden. Access to regional content. Regional web content is not always accessible from everywhere. Services and websites often contain content that can only be accessed from certain parts of the world. Standard connections use local servers in the country to determine your location. This means that you cannot access content at home while traveling, and you cannot access international content from home. With VPN location spoofing, you can switch to a server to another country and effectively change your location. Secure data transfer. If you work remotely, you may need to access important files on your company's network. For security reasons, this kind of information requires a secure connection. To gain access to the network, a VPN connection is often required. VPN services connect to private servers and use encryption methods to reduce the risk of data leakage. Why should you use a VPN connection? Your ISP usually sets up your connection when you connect to the internet. It tracks you via an IP address. Your network traffic is routed through your ISP server, which can log and display everything you do online. Your ISP may seem trustworthy, but it may share your browsing history with advertisers, the police or government, and or other third parties. ISPs can also fall victim to attacks by cyber criminals. If they are hacked, your personal and private data can be compromised. This is especially important if you regularly connect to public Wi-Fi networks. You never know who might be monitoring your internet traffic and what they might steal from you, including passwords, personal data, payment information, or even your entire identity. What should a good VPN do? You should rely on your VPN to perform one or more tasks. The VPN itself should also be protected against compromise. These are the features you should expect from a comprehensive VPN solution. Encryption of your IP address. The primary job of a VPN is to hide your IP address from your ISP and other third parties. This allows you to send and receive information online without the risk of anyone but you and the VPN provider seeing it. Encryption of protocols. A VPN should also prevent you from leaving traces, for example, in the form of your internet history, search history, and cookies. The encryption of cookies is especially important because it prevents third parties from gaining access to confidential information such as personal data, financial information, and other content on websites. Kill switch. If your VPN connection is suddenly interrupted, your secure connection will also be interrupted. A good VPN can detect this sudden downtime and terminate program, reducing the likelihood that data is compromised. Two-factor authentication. By using a variety of authentication methods, a strong VPN checks everyone who tries to log in. For example, you might be prompted to enter a password, after which a code is sent to your mobile device. This makes it difficult for uninvited third parties to access your secure connection. What kind of VPNs are there? There are many different types of VPNs, but you should definitely be familiar with three main types. SSL VPN. Often, not all employees of a company have access to a company laptop they can use to work from home. During the corona crisis in spring 2020, many companies faced the problem of not having enough equipment for their employees. In such cases, use of a private devices like PC, laptop, tablet, mobile phone is often restored too. In this case, companies fall back on an SSL VPN solution, which is usually implemented via corresponding hardware box. The prerequisite is usually an HTML5 capable browser, which is used to call up the company's login page. HTML5 capable browsers are available for virtually an operating system. Access is granted with a username and password. Site-to-site VPN. A site-to-site VPN is essentially a private network designed to hide private intranets and allow users of these secure networks to access each other's resources. A site-to-site VPN is useful if you have multiple locations in your company, each with its own local area network LAN connected to the WAN wide area network. Site-to-site VPNs are also useful if you have two separate intranets between which you want to send files without users from one intranet explicitly accessing the other. Site-to-site VPNs are mainly used in large companies. They are complex to implement and do not offer the same flexibility as SSL VPNs. However, they are the most effective way to ensure communication within and between large departments. Client to server VPN. Connecting via a VPN client can be imagined as if you were connecting your home PC to the company with an extension cable. Employees can dial into the company network from their home office via the secure connection and act as if they were sitting in the office. However, a VPN client must first be installed and configured on the computer. This involves the user not being connected to the internet via his own ISP, but establishing a direct connection through his/her VPN provider. This essentially shortens the tunnel phase of the VPN journey. Instead of using the VPN to create an encryption tunnel to disguise the existing internet connection, the VPN can automatically encrypt the data before it is made available to the user. This is increasingly common form of a VPN, which is particularly useful for providers of insecure public WLAN. It prevents third parties from accessing and compromising the network connection and encrypts data all the way to the provider. It also prevents ISPs from accessing data that, for whatever reason, remains unencrypted and bypasses any restrictions on the user's internet access. The advantage of this type of VPN access is greater efficiency and universal access to company resources, provided an appropriate telephone system is available. The employee can, for example, connect to the system with a headset and act as if he or she were at their company workplace. For example, customers of the company cannot even tell whether the employee is at work in the company or in their home office. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you friends.